What's up, getting hands-free today? Greetings, hi guys. So, my name is Nikki Lee Wasilishin, and I'm not just an average person. Well, I am an average person, but there is a reason why I'm here. I do have a story. When I was 10, it was 3 weeks before my 11th birthday, I gave my mom a hug and a kiss goodnight on July 8th, 1993, and I remember we had the couch that wasn't against a wall, and I was able to come up to her with my little bitty body, and I wrapped myself around her, and I told her that I loved her, and I was telling her goodnight, and she asked me if I walked the dog, and I lied and said yes, and she asked me if I had brushed my teeth, and of course I lied again. I said yes, and I said goodnight to my mom, and I just kissed her, and it was like any other night. I'm sorry, it's rough talking about it. So I said goodnight to my mom at 11 p.m. on July 8th, 1993, and I went to bed. And it was about 11:30. I was still kind of awake, and I heard her boyfriend get home from work at about 11:30. Now, Russell Bennett Peterson is the father of my younger sister. He had been around for a long time. I remember him kind of more than my dad. My mom and my dad weren't together very long. My mom was only 21 when she had me, and they broke free. It didn't last very long. So my mom met Russell. She fell in love with this new guy. Great, awesome, perfect. Everything was great. We moved out to Sedona when I was like 8 or 9. This would have been the early 90s. Everything was going good, I thought, as a child. Fast forward now, it's 2 hours later. It's 2 a.m. on July 9th now, because it's after midnight, and I'm awoken in my bedroom as a 10-year-old child, and not by my mom, and not even by the light. I remember this like it was yesterday because I have PTSD because of it. The officer couldn't find the light switch because the house that my mom and Russell moved us to was a 2-bedroom house, and they had to have a room, and they gave my little sister a room, who was 3 at the time, 2 or 3, and they converted the garage to my room, which I thought was like epic cool as a 10-year-old. Are you kidding? You know, the garage has the outside door, which I wasn't allowed to use, the attic hatch. I was never allowed to go in the attic. I thought it was great. And that's why the officer had a hard time finding the light switch. And instead, he used his flashlight. And I'm 29 years this year later, and I'm almost 40 now, and I can't have a flashlight shown at me. I'll like, just talking about it is triggering, and anyway, I'll never forget the flashlight. And the officer told me to get up and get dressed. And I did as I was told. I just got dressed. I didn't know what I was doing. And I had to follow the officer out of my bedroom, and I had to go up 3 steps, because remember, it was the garage, and that's when we entered the laundry room. So there was a door right there, which was always open, because I was 10 and I was afraid of the dark. Well, when the officers responded to the scene, both my bedroom doors were shut. Now, there's 2. I said 2 bedroom doors because, mind you, I go up the steps, and there would be the hallway to the laundry room down this way, and if you turn immediately this way is another door to go into the kitchen of the house. So that's 2 doors now that the officer had to open to get to me that were definitely open when I went to bed at around 11, because I remember hearing the TV and my mom, and the door was open because my dog came and went, and I remember Russell coming home. But when the officers responded at 2 a.m., they had to open both my doors, and they couldn't find the light switch. I know I'm babbling, but it helps. This helps better than therapy, just going live. The therapist keeps interrupting me and talking to me and asking me questions. This is so therapeutic because I can just sit here and talk about what I remember, and nobody's interrupting me. I'm not even looking at the comments. It's just me talking, so it's great. So thank you. Anyway, I have borderline PTSD because I didn't see my mom killed. I relived this event of waking, dressing, terrified because there's an officer in the middle of the night in my room, and he's escorting me from my home, and at the time, I didn't know it was the last time. Okay, So we've just gone through the first bedroom door, the second bedroom door. We're now passing the fridge. And I have to go immediately right to get to the living room and out the front door. And I remember it was really bright. We had like two dining rooms, like a kitchen nook or like a breakfast nook, and then the main dining room over there. Well, right here, the kitchen nook light was on. I remember it was bright. And I thought that was weird. So the first thing was I just came out of my room, and I know we just got the lights on, but it was shocking. And the first thing I saw was the light. And then my attention goes right to the living room because that's where the hubbub was. That's what was going on. Something was going on in the living room. I didn't see my mom. I remember, this happened. How long does it take you to walk 20, 25 feet? And especially as a kid, as an officer hustling. I could replay it in slow motion, something that probably only took 30 seconds. I can replay it. So now, we're about to the kitchen nook. I've taken 3, 4, 5 steps. I'm looking around. I see something's not right. There's an officer right here trying to block me and corral me forward. I know his name because I read the case file. This is Officer Zanet. David Zanet is the officer that woke me and escorted me from my home. I know that now, 30 years later, because I've printed off the fucking case file. Oh, this goes so deep, guys. And we've just gotten into the first 2 minutes of this happening, and this goes 28 years. I'm fucking writing a book. And now I can do therapy. This is what I do. I just talk, and then I rewatch these, and I'm able to write the memoir. It's so bizarre what I'm going through. Anyway, all right. We're at the kitchen nook. Bright lights, officers. I see at least 3. The officer escorting me, and at least 2 more officers. I remember officers, so they had to have been in their uniforms. Had to have been. I remember officers. Anyway. The couch in the living room, it didn't sit up against a wall. It floated free in the middle of the living room. It was all angled, okay? I remember this specifically because I remember the very last time I spoke to my mother. It was right there at that couch where I wrapped my arms around her 2 hours earlier and I said goodnight. That is where Russell Bennett Peterson was now sitting as I'm being escorted from my home. And again, my mom's not anywhere in sight. A couple hours earlier, I just left her right there. Bright lights. We had the kitchen nook light on. Every living room light on. The fucking house was lit up like it was Christmas and it was the middle of July. Uber bizarre. Red flags. This is fucking wrong. I knew it as a 10-year-old. Okay. Now we're getting almost to we're passing the couch. The officer's hurrying me. And I specifically remember Russell kind of sitting like I am, very clearly agitated like I am, rocking. And I remember his head like this, and he was talking really fast. And Russell Bennett Peterson is Italian, and he knows he's fluent in Italian, and he was talking so fast, and it sounded like he was speaking Italian. He used to call me Nicolette. Don't ever call me Nicolette. Oh, it's a trigger. Anyway, Italian, he was speaking, and it was happening so fast, and I thought that I saw blood on his hands, in my memories, I see blood. I don't know if that's there now because I know what he did, or if really there was blood on his hands when they escorted me by and they were interviewing him right there. I don't know. But my roommate or my boyfriend John just got home, so I'm gonna leave it at the blood on the hands. I'm gonna decompress. And I'm going to pick back up with the blood on the hands and walking through my home for the last time. I like doing this when nobody's here because, as you can see, I literally fall apart. And I don't like other people. I know I'm doing it for the world to see me, but for some reason, I don't like it when doing this when he's here or awake. I only do it at night, this live shit, or when he's gone. So, I'll get back to ya.